not teaching this. They're not teaching it. That's why the girls, just want to have fun. Stupid. I didn't even have that because I was taking care of kids. My siblings. My mother died when I was 14. So, it's not a good idea. It's just not a good idea. They ought to have classes for girls, when they're about, I guess, 13 years old. They do have them in some churches. That's kind of a hit and miss thing. But they should be able to teach the girl the what to's and what not to do. Because and how it will affect their lives. And if they can, take them on an excursion somewhere where there are women that just blew their lives up, messed their lives up, because they didn't know, what they're going to teach them. And same thing for the guys, So they'll know not to fool with drugs and stuff. The women too, of course. So anyway, I had to say that because a lot of times, even though like you work over there, in the police department, and you see all the stuff that comes through the door, and you think about your children. I'm glad my kids or whatever. Sometimes you won't even know. It'll be undercover. Your children have learned to deceive you. And you think you got it under control. You better watch the drawers, what's in them. Make sure they don't harbor drugs. Some of them may be selling drugs too also to get money. Not because the mother doesn't have any money and the father left and all that stuff. No, not all the time, It could be that he just wants some money and the mother doesn't have enough money to give him, like the other kids do, They have more money. And so he wants to be like them, so he'll sell drugs. And next thing you know, he'll be in jail. How did this happen? You want to know how it happened? You were not paying attention. You were licking your own, sores. Yeah, that can happen. You weren't paying attention to your children. You let them do whatever they wanted to do. That's what happened. If you're going to be a mother, be a mother. If you're not, don't have kids. If you're not ready, don't have kids. Because it's a lot of work. And if you want to grow up your kids the right way, it takes time. It takes money. It takes all kinds of, mother wit. And if you don't know how to do something, ask somebody that's older, that's already been successful at raising their children, so you won't make the mistakes they made, and also the mistakes that you see other people make, really, too. So, that's just the way it is. Okay, God wants everything that He's put in you to come out. The whole purpose is to use it to help bring more people into the kingdom. And if you're not doing that, you're not doing it, you're sitting on your laurels, if you're just coming to church and listening and clapping and, maybe singing a little bit. That is not what He called you to do. Your ministry has, God has ministry in you that He needs to get to somebody wherever He's going to send you, or maybe even where you are. He needs to get what you have in you to them, so they'll come on in and do whatever they're supposed to do, or to be ministered to because of what they've been in. Don't send me nobody that's never been there trying to tell me how to come out. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not saying I've been anywhere like that, but I'm just telling you. Because what I've noticed is that a lot of people that says they're psychologists are crazy. And I've seen more, about 3, I guess, like that. And I said, Lord, 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 no, 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 no. And I don't know what they went into that for, because you're not going to make a whole lot of money if you, crazy. Because people can know, Yep. We had one come to our church one time. I'm not going to talk about that because you may be listening. Anyway, the whole point is, if you abide in him, he'll abide in you. That's what it is. And then you can ask what you will according to his will, and it shall be done. Remember, it is not your will, but his. So don't get bent out of shape, just because you don't have your blessings. Yet, all blessings are for an appointed time. How do we get our blessings? We receive our blessings through our obedience. Remember, obedience is better than sacrifice. Now, if you are jealous and envious of another's blessing, the blessing might pass you by, really. Because you're jealous of something that God didn't give you. And you're not supposed to be jealous of anything. Only God has the right to be jealous because he owns everything. He's the only one that has the right. So remember, again, obedience is better than sacrifice. Whatever God tells you to do, make sure you do it. Okay, now God is not mocked, for whatsoever you sow, so shall you reap. Now when you fail, do it God's way. When you fail. When you fail, I think that's not what it's supposed to be. But when you fall, do it God's way. When you fall. Is that an I? Yeah, that's right. Okay, so the enemy will show you your ungodliness for his purpose. He'll show you. The enemy will use your ungodliness for his purpose. That's what I wanted to say. Now, that means that if you decide to go against God's will in any kind of way, and you haven't repented and you don't intend to, the enemy will use that. You will become Satan's biggest advocate. And you will lead a whole lot of people away from God. And you will, you will be manipulated. And he will cause you to be hateful and have hateful ways. And will cause many to stumble. Because, you're bringing people away from God. And you know what the thing that will happen to you after you go to hell, for those that lead people astray, there's a special place. And if I said, this special place is not in hell, you say, well, what do you mean it's not in hell? It ain't going to be here on earth. I know you're saying that. But the thing is that people that lead other people astray, there's a special place, and it's in a frying pan with oil in it. Or not oil. It's liquid fire. Sorry about that. It's liquid fire. I just had a picture of fire pan with oil in it. It's not oil. It is liquid fire. And all those that, lead others astray, I'm getting tired, lead others astray are actually, um, they're repaid by having to spend their eternity in this frying pan that's flung into outer space. And the demons are around the frying pan. And when you try to get out, he just throw you back in. That's it. Can you imagine have to go through that for eternity? There's no other way out. It's just like that. Anyway, so I'm gonna stop right here. I'm gonna stop right here and then just make a note, and then I'll try to come back maybe tomorrow or the next day and finish it, because really I'm too tired to do this now. I wait too late. 12 o'clock, Lord have mercy, I gotta get up in the morning. What am I gonna do? Okay, so let me tell you, I gotta go. This is a rush, and get a shower and jump in the bed. So I see you another time, and we'll talk. Probably do this the next time so we can finish it up. It's only a page and a half left. What did I have? 2 pages? So I did 2 pages. Oh boy. Anyway, so I'll talk to you again. Right now, I gotta say over and out. God bless you, and sleep well. I guess you can't sleep now because you're at work, right? So I don't know. When you do go to sleep, sleep well. Sleep some for me too. God have mercy. I know I'm losing a lot of weight, a lot of rest, and that's probably why I'm not well too. Because I'm one of the reasons anyway. That I'm supposed to go to sleep. I'm supposed to be restful and all that, and I haven't been, because I've had house guests that I don't want to have, but my enemy sends them, and it's ridiculous. But I'm not afraid of them. At first I started to be afraid, but I said I'm not going to be afraid. I'm not going to let the devil win. So I didn't. But I still got to get him out of it. But I don't. The whole point is the open door. Wherever the door is, you got to find that open door. Something is causing them to come, or that is allowing them to come, not causing, allowing, And so whatever it is, I got to find it. And I've been doing everything I know how to do. So if right now I can't go to the church because there's nobody reliable there to do it. Can you believe that? They can't do it. So, but they can carry them. I've seen people in the church got all kinds of python spirits in them. I didn't notice before. I didn't know this before. So when I came here and found them here, I was like, what is this? I didn't even know they were demons. At first I thought they were just children, Some of them, they can switch to a little girl and a little boy. And, I had seen that somewhere. I don't even know where I read it somewhere. And they said, if you see these, don't let them in. Whoop, it went over my head. I mean, I read it. I understood it. Well, not completely. Because I don't think I knew they were python spirits. And I didn't know they were snakes, because they weren't in that farm. And I didn't know that they would change back and forth. But as I was around them, I found out they changed from snakes to a little girl, a little boy. And then, it's just, I don't know. But believe me, all of them just as deadly. They don't want anything good for you. Even though they might be cute or whatever, they will still try to kill you if they get mad at you. Really, that's what happens. So I gotta go to bed. I'm so sleepy. Anyway, I don't want to be falling asleep on camera like I did before. I couldn't help it, So, I couldn't believe it. It was after I had my hip replacement. That's what it was. And I mean, that medicine was kicking my butt, And I still didn't get enough sleep. Okay. God bless you, and may God be with you and your family. And I pray that you will all come to Christ and be a part of the kingdom. God bless you.